Now, I have not played the DS version. Would I be interested in doing so? Maybe in a couple of years for the 30th anniversary, where we have more content to work with. But my question to you is, aside from the extra content of the game, is it worth it? Because if it's just post-game dungeons, then eh. I'm not really the big fan of post-game dungeons unless it's like has some like really good rewards. I mean, I didn't even care for the post-game dungeons for Final Fantasy VI, and I love Final Fantasy VI, so I'm like, do I want to go here? I mean, I enjoyed the post-game dungeons of Tales of Arise. That was pretty fun. But not really. The SNES version is all you need. Well, this is the Steam version, which pretty much takes care of any quality of life problems that the SNES version has. So it's a much crisper version of the SNES port. But okay, that's good to know. That is definitely good to know. I'm hoping we can finish this game tonight. Luckily, we're literally have like 2 side quests to go before we finish the game entirely. Hopefully we can beat Lavos today. I'm hoping so. And for those who just came in, I did a tier list on the best and worst characters. And for those who missed it, I'm going to give you a brief rundown so you don't have to go back into the VODs to do so, even though it's going to be VODed anyway. You don't have to rewind the live stream. You don't have to rewind it. So I'm going to give you a TLDR of it. At the lowest of the low tier is Marl. No, it's in from worst to best. Luca, Marl, Magus, Frog, Ayla, Robo, Chrono. So, yeah. Well, Robo and Chrono can pretty much be interchangeable when it comes to best characters. But, yeah. I'm playing Tales of Symphonia for the first time ever. Gotta rise in my next list. I do want to play more Tales games. I haven't played Symphonia yet, and I was actually trying to look for Symphonia as early as 2016, and I ended up running into Vesperia since I had nothing but an Xbox at the time, and I was like, oh, Vesperia, I wonder what this is, and that's how I ended up becoming a Tales fan. And that was and I didn't know this until way later, that Troy Baker actually plays the voice of Yuri. And I was like, wow, Troy Baker played the voice of Yuri? And this was like before he became like super famous. I had a chance to meet him, but I never got around to that. Have I played Star Ocean 2? No. It's just that I got no problem with playing RPGs. It's just that I know those are a huge time sink. It's like I would have to really get into it. I mean, I haven't played a lot of RPGs that weren't Square Enix games. I'll just say it like that. Do I want to play more RPGs like Legend of Dragoon, like the Tales series? I've played at least Vesperia and Arise, and a little bit of Berseria. But do I want to play more RPGs? Yes, I do. But the way I plan out my schedule for streaming, I do a lot of anniversary streams since I talk about the history of games, and I really don't want to get in the way of that. Because October is the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat, August the 35th anniversary of Street Fighter. In June, there's so many games coming out this summer that I'm probably not going to have time to play an RPG. I'm just not going to have time until possibly the end of the year, where I will be playing the first Final Fantasy since it's the 35th anniversary of the franchise. So, yeah, I was lucky enough to squeeze Chrono Trigger in because I've been wanting to play it. So, here we go. that was a long-winded response, but I got no problem with you asking me questions. Yeah, and Star Ocean 2 is longer than most RPGs. And I'm gonna look up right now how long does it take to play Star. How long does it take to do an average run of Star Ocean 2? If it's longer than 60 hours, then I'm possibly not gonna play it. 73 hours? Oh my god. No. 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 That is an instant no from me, dog. Oh, okay. A Star Ocean at 1. Star Ocean 2. Let me look that up. According to GameFAQs, till the end of time. Star Ocean till the end of time. If it's longer than about 60 hours, then I'm probably not going to be interested. Alright. So there's Star Ocean, the second story. Star Ocean Blue Sphere, Till the End of Time, The Last Hope, Integrity and Faithlessness. So the second game is Star Ocean, the second story. Okay. How long to beat that game? Which is... How long to beat that? The main story's 40 hours. Which isn't bad. That's not bad. 40 hours ain't bad. I mean, Final Fantasy IX, it took me about 45. And Final Fantasy VIII took me about roughly 38. And Final Fantasy VII is roughly 35. So that's not necessarily terrible. But I know the majority of the audience that watches my streams are not the biggest RPG fans, but I'm hoping to bring in a lot more as we go along. But I do plan at least play through at least a few RPGs a year, just spread them out, because sometimes you just need a break from playing the same genre of game over and over again. Because right now I've already beaten Final Fantasy VII on stream, Final Fantasy VI on stream, Final Fantasy IV on stream, within a 3-month time frame. And here we are playing Chrono Trigger. And after this, I'm going to be taking a break from RPGs for a while. At least for a while. Until maybe... I was going to play Final Fantasy Tactics, but that ain't going to happen because there's so many games coming out this summer, so that's going to be pushed back. Because I just don't like one genre of game. I like fighting games. I like racing games. I like action games. I like action adventures. I like graphic adventure games like The Last of Us, Life is Strange, etc. Walking Dead, and things like that. Like I like a whole bunch of different genres that I just can't focus on one. So I want to cover all of those. And there's just not enough time in the day. If I was a full-time streamer and I didn't have anything else to do and any other responsibilities, then sure, I would gladly do it. I mostly stream horror games and RPGs. They can be a drag to run since they take forever. Yeah, especially if there's a part in the game that you just don't enjoy. And that is a problem I have with even my favorite RPGs. There are just some dungeons that just flat out suck. That I would just rather play off stream, but since they're pertinent to the story, then you gotta have to play it. Trying to grab this other item here. Guess not. I like fighting games in JRPGs. And JRPGs as well as side-scrolling beat-em-ups. I love side-scrolling beat-em-ups. And speaking side-scrolling beat-em-ups, I'm hoping Konami and Dotemu hurry up, and Konami hurries up and releases the Cowabunga collection for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Dotemu hurries up and comes out with a release date for the Shredder's Revenge game, because they're aiming for a summer release, but they never said the exact date. So I'm like, hurry up, please. I want to play you now. I didn't grow up renting a lot of games. I mean, I did, but not really. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the games we bought outright, and I'm 31, so I mean, I do have some SNES carts still here, like Killer Instinct, Saturday Night Slam Master, some of the old WWF games, Mega Man X. I still have the carts for those, as well as the original console and the 2 controllers and the adapters. So I could, if I felt like it, stream from the original hardware, but I just don't want to. I just don't want to. I have that you have Power Rangers, Beats of Power, Power Stone 1 and 2, Bushido Blade 1 and 2, Teenage Mutant Turtles of Rage. Yeah, I did play TMNT of Rage, which was a great mashup. The only problem I have with that game is that the turtles are way too overpowered. But it's fun to beat up all the enemies. Power Stone 1 and 2, I do have my playthroughs of both games highlighted in my Retro Rampage section, as well as the playthroughs of all the games you listed. And I also can't wait to play the Turtles games when they release the Cowabunga collection, which pretty much releases 13 Ninja Turtles games made by Konami, which consists of Turtles in Time, and the first 4 Turtles games, to be quite honest with you, which includes the arcade and console version of Turtles in Time, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game for NES, as well as the arcade ports, the original TMNT game that came out on NES, the Tournament Fighters game, and there's 2 other Turtles games for the OG Game Boy, and some others. I mean, I do want to run through that entire collection when that is officially released. Hopefully, sometime during the summer. So, looking forward to that. And I did beat Power Rangers the movie as well. I think I added that in for the Sega Genesis. And I did play Beats of Power, which was a very good homebrew. And here's the Rainbow Shell. The Rainbow Shell! Thing here! Paper here! Paper! To Marl. Dearest Marl, I know things are not easy with your father, but though it may be hard to realize, know that you'll forever be his daughter. Nothing can break the bonds of blood, neither distance nor words of anger. Someday you will leave the nest and have children of your own. Then you will understand the truth of what I say. Blood is the sap that flows through the limbs of a family tree, and come what may in future days, we will forever be joined by that. Clean Guardia 21st. Lean. Oh, leave nest. Isla no leave nest. Dactyl leave nest. Time pass, get big, leave nest. Molly nest too? Big change. Leave nest, have baby, give milk, have more baby. Even though Isla's a cave woman, she knows where the babies and stuff come from. So yeah. Hang in there, father, we're coming. Rainbow Shard. Awesome. Do we gotta run back all the way up there? I'm already leave nest? Looks still small. Members of the jury, it is time for a verdict. If you believe the defendant guilty, stands on the left, innocent to the right. Guilty. You gotta make a break for it. Gotta save the king. Save the king. We gotta save the king from certain execution. Gotta save the king. Gotta save the king. Gotta save the king. Gotta save the king from death and all that good stuff. Can we? Nope, we can't. We cannot access it right now. You really won't reconsider? No, princess, I really won't. There's one other way. It's a bit rough, but just follow me. A verdict has been reached. 4 votes of guilty to 1 single not guilty. The defendant has been found guilty as charged. The line of Guardia is ended. This kingdom shall be mine. I figured such, you crook. Take him away! Wait! Who is it? Father! Nadia! Princess! You're too late. This case has been found guilty. Even the king is subject to our laws. No, not when the whole thing was a setup. Nonsense, the king's a crook. He's sold. The treasure's right here. Impossible! Give it up, Chancellor. Your little scheme failed. Huh? You're the ones that better give up. If I can't avenge my ancestors the easy way, I'll do it here now, the hard way. Super Ultra Presto Transformo! This again. Nice. Marl, why are you shooting? Oh gosh. Luminaire, let's use that. Get to your question in a minute. Nice. Toss him up. Oh my gosh. Marl, can you please aim? I know Nadia's confused, but she's practically useless, so... I think it's cool that you're into the history of games. I'm an historian, Eastern Studies, and so you know you're a fanatical gamer. What's your favorite game of all time? If you had to put a gun to my head, I would say Final Fantasy VII. And there is no other game that has made me play it so many times that I know the game by heart. I just have to say Final Fantasy VII. Ice toss. Toss that at him. Nice. The weakness is this. Not really, though. Not really, bruh. Ice sword. Oh no. Oh, Chrono's alive. Okay. Alright, let's... Thunder Chop. Oh, great. It's a real bite out of crime. Alright, let's use Athenian water. Get up, Marl. Gonna make use out of you yet. Yeah, favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy VII. Do I think it's the most perfect game? No, the gameplay's super broken. But it's one of those games that I'll just forever enjoy. Because it's the game that got me into JRPGs in the first place. Awesome. Good stuff. Ouch. That gonna hurt. What can we steal from this guy? White plate. That's actually very good. How about Thunder Chomp? Nice. No, not again. Sorry, Marl, you had to die. What game has the best voice acting in your opinion? Besides your voice acting, of course. Mine is alright. It's just amateur job, you know what I mean? I'll give you permission to leave the castle, but I expect the utmost caution from you. Keep my daughter safe. Sir, yes, sir. No worry, I'll protect Mom. It seems it's my turn to step forward. Melchior! Can't be better letting you have all the fun. Let me make some armor from that rainbow shell. Finally time for me to do something again. Watch and learn. Well, let's go to good old Melchior. Alright, Melky, what you got for me? But, best voice acting from a video game, I really don't know. I can only tell you from what I played. I don't know. Like, a lot of my favorite games don't have voice acting in them. That's the scary part. Yeah, a lot of my favorite games don't have a lot of voice acting in it. So I can't honestly give you an expert opinion on it. Tough question. I'll get back to you on that. Because I can't think of one at the moment. But my voice acting is okay. I mean, I just try to do it just for entertaining effect other than just reading the story. Because a lot of people that play RPGs just read the subtitles. I just try to add different voices to have it entertaining, you know what I mean? Properties of this material are quite unique. I can craft armor from it that will dampen the effects of magical attacks. I can make you a highly effective prismatic dress, or I can make 3 less effective prismatic helms. Which one would you prefer? Well, if you go with the prismatic dress, that can only be used for a girl. A guy ain't gonna wear that, especially in 1995 when this game was made. But I want to go with the much more believable option here. We'll go with the Prism Helm simply because, well, it's obvious. It can only be worn by everybody instead of the girls. You want prismatic helms? You're sure? Very well, right there. My work is complete. Cool. Alright, thank you, good Melchior, sir. Match defense +9 prevents all status ailments. Awesome sauce. That's what you want right there. That's what you want. Nova armor. We can put that on, but absorbs light damage. Absorbs shadow damage. Absorbs fire damage. Absorbs light damage. We need plates instead of vests. Green Dream. I think we can keep that. Keep that just in case something horribly goes wrong.